ready. Whoa, whoa, turn that down. Okay. Welcome, everyone. All right, there we go. Let's just get right into it. How's everyone doing today? You
What up,
are
y'all?
kind of off to the side there if you want to scooch.
We're scooching, and we're scooching.
Yeah, there's a couple big sighs at the same time there, huh?
It's been
2 days. Welcome back.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
And I kind of streamed yesterday for a minute. Sorry, MNC Aquatics. I failed you big time.
That day got it really. We've had a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah.
Got some family things and
You're
stuff.
quiet.
We've got family things
You
and
have to
stuff going
project.
on. I am projecting. Not like that, though. Not in a bad way, in a good way.
Mm-hmm. How's everyone doing?
Ooh. Apparently it was a hot one digging holes in central Illinois today. I'm sorry.
Be digging them graves.
Never ran out of work to do there, huh? He'll be on time. If you, like you said, if you ever want him to come back, I'll make sure he's on time next time. That day just got way away from us.
Heard y'all was at Medaka Lair yesterday. Can't wait to see the video you got there with Jackson. It's Wednesday.
We're going Wednesday.
He was cleaning yesterday.
He was. He's getting ready for this duo, which we are so excited.
So we've got a few things in the work. We're going to be back at Aquarium Depot tomorrow, and they've started shipping plants and corals now, so that's exciting. Then Wednesday we'll be at Medaka Lair, and then next week I think we'll be at Bipet Shrimp.
Waiting to hear back. Yeah, waiting to hear back for sure for confident. But it seems like it's going to be in the very near future. This month, sometime. Busy month for us. Lots to do.
Eddie says I watched 3 of your old live streams on Rainbows Live.
Nice.
Burned 4 hours. Oof. What a way to burn 4 hours.
Good for you.
Curtis says, not going to lie, I'm digging the multi-Steenfott a week. Yeah, we're going to keep doing twice a week. Let us know how the audio is. We got some feedback from Corey, who said it was really low, and also the background noise. So we've turned the gains up, but normally that means you're going to get more background noise.
For those of you in MNC's live stream, you could hear our child screaming happily the whole time, but I was shocked at how loud it was, so it was kind of weird. We were not close to him at all.
And now I'm wondering if these mics are directional. Like, is it supposed to be facing a certain way?
Yeah, because this is kind
of like... Are they 360? I don't know.
I don't know.
So, I mean, but also for like the last 8 years, all I've heard is that my audio is low all the time, randomly. So
just the way it is.
Like 90% of the people say it's good, and then 10% say I can't hear you. So I don't know if it's just old people or I don't know. So I can make fun of the hearing impaired because I can't hear anything. So
yeah, that is true.
I'm allowed.
That is true. He does not hear anything. Even me, and I'm not quiet. I have to repeat myself. South Bay said
jokes on her. I'm just faking that I can't hear.
They love the Medaka that we got from Jackson. Lovely color. Yeah, those are the Yozakura Gold. They are so pretty. We filmed a video about it, but I didn't like how it turned out. So it's probably going to end up in the members section, and then we'll redo a better one for all you people public that pay to be part of it. You're going to get the shitty one. And then
whoa.
Jesus.
I won't do it.
Thank you. That's nice.
I won't do it.
It was one time. Oh, that's my one. Can I just get one a stream?
Sure.
I used it up.
One swear. Yeah. One curse is all I need.
Yep. Did a ton of cleaning and prepping for a new rack I'm getting on Wednesday. Need more space for bows. Hey, new racks are exciting.
Sounds good to me, but Chelsea is quiet as always.
Ugh.
Yep.
Son of a biscuit.
I think it's supposed to go like this way.
Really? Do you think, is that better?
And then
underneath me more? Is that better?
I mean, you're in the yellow now.
Okay. Is that better, you guys? I would like some feedback from the people.
No, see where I'm at? Like, I'm in the yellow, and then when you talk naturally.
Meet me here. What's
here,
that from? You're still down
up
here. That's from
You're
Modern
down
Family.
here.
It's Cam.
I'm going to turn your gain up a little.
So when Lily's trying to sing and she's horrible.
See, now you're in the yellow. Bob and Chelsea ended up getting 6 of the blue hill trout. They came in a day late, but they were good. How do you guys feel about precautionary medicating?
I wouldn't do it.
Do you do it? So
unless they show signs.
Our answer for the internet is yes.
I guess.
Realistically, no.
No.
I don't quarantine from Dan. I don't quarantine from the wet spot. Probably the only two places. But then again, it's also like visual.
It is visual. You can tell when a fish is healthy.
If they have like
you know
sunken bellies,
yeah,
then that's not necessarily that something's wrong with them. It's just they need food. So I'll isolate them and get them fattened up.
I would not throw them into the general pop, but I would definitely not just
solitary confinement.
Yeah, and if anything, I would throw some salt in with them before I would medicate, because you don't want to build up immunity that they don't need to have if they're not really sick, because that medication will, if you use it too often, it can make them immune to it, and then when you have a real problem, then you have a real problem. But if they look crappy and they look like they need it, I mean, obviously it's your judgment there. Like, do they look like they have anything wrong with them? But if I see a fish that looks healthy, it just goes into a tank by itself for a while, make sure it's okay, feed it. As long as everything's fine, then it can go into the general population after a couple of weeks. But yeah, I
think Haplosoma needs to be renamed Steenfott.
Oh, does it? Okay.
I mean, I had brief dreams of going and collecting in Peru and discovering my own fish so I can name it Steenfottii. But then I got sick and I couldn't go on that trip, and I haven't been invited back. That's not fair. I was invited to one, and I did not have my passport yet. But now I have my passport. It's on the waiting list. It's ready to go.
I don't have mine.
I'm on the waiting list. I know. We were talking to Dean when he was here. And I think you need to get your passport.
I know. I do. I'm having the whole issue with my ID and my driver's license, though.
Here's what I'm talking about. Benjamin says, if you really want to know the truth, it's always low enough that I have to use headphones because my monitor speakers aren't enough to hear you. To be fair, monitor speakers are awful. I would never use monitor speakers. But
horrible.
That's the kind of feedback I get, and I realize it's isolated, but it's still enough that makes me go like, what am I doing wrong? But it's been that way since the dawn of live streaming. My very first live streaming, I didn't even have audio for the first 6 minutes. It was just me staring into the microphone, or into the camera.
Tight. What up, Ross? Red Ross.
How'd your auctions go, Ross?
Oh yeah, did you and Jody get anything?
So I'm going to admit that I don't really pay attention to the auctions, so I don't know how it works. Is it like donations that go to something, or do you get the money is it just like money being raised? How does that work?
What is the 411?
Sorry, Skipper, but haven't had a lot of time to be on YouTube lately.
Ugh, I don't miss conference calls. I hate conference calls. So annoying.
And, well, man, we have some really exciting news, but I don't think we can share it yet. Not quite yet.
Yeah. It is exciting, though.
Probably next week we're going to have some
pretty exciting.
Really good news. Actually, let me check my email right now. I might have good news now.
Check the email. I don't know what I'm checking. I'm not checking anything.
You have access to it, too.
I know, but I'm not checking it. You are.
Oh.
I sold Swellia albicera. I'm sorry, albicera. Is that correct? Mystery snails and rice fish. Money goes to... Oh, that's nice. Money goes to the sellers. Skipper's auction is people selling fish for money. Just says, oh, nice. That is pretty simple. Can't get that confused.
That's cool. Well, once we start spawning again, I'll have to donate some, or I guess it's not a donation. Just get on there.
Yeah, get on there.
Participate.
T-Shot said, good deal. I've always waited to see a problem for medicating. Part of me wanted to because of what I went through. I can understand that. I can understand having that experience, just thinking, oh my God, let's give these fish the best chance. And I know that in the past it has been recommended, use these medications as a precautionary step, but... And after years of keeping fish and watching it, I find more often than not that that's wasted money, wasted medication. Because if you have the ability to, separate them for a good amount of time and take your time, I would definitely err on the side of caution. Salt is always a great first step too. Salt can help so many things, and you're not going to hurt your fish. You're actually helping your fish in a lot of ways. So I always kind of push that because I don't really feel comfortable. Like we don't feel comfortable pushing medications or telling people how to use them. You should use them as directed, just to throw that in there. But I don't think you're unwise to hold off. I think that that's reasonable as long as they look healthy.
South Bay says, are y'all about to go to the dark side of the hobby? If so, what size aquarium? So we're definitely thinking about it. And what we're looking for is there's quite a few all-in-one that are around 30 gallons, and that's what I want to start with.
Seems like a reasonable size.
And what's crazy is I didn't even start looking at these all-in-one aquariums until last week, and Depot has a lot of them. And there's like a Fluval that's like 400, that's 32 gallons, and then there's another company that's 33 gallons, and it's $1,500. So I got to start figuring out, like, okay, what's the difference? Why is this?
I would assume glass quality has a lot to do with that.
Well, and also is sump included?
Yeah,
filters,
what does it come
lights,
with?
things like that. And I didn't really have enough time to look yesterday or last week, but we're going again tomorrow, and I'll take more of a look and see what they got. But yes.
Oh, it's for breeders, not resellers. I think that makes sense, Ross. The auction. It should be for people breeding their own fish. There are some rare gems on Skipper's auction. There was a Scarlet Batis pair last month. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, that's cool. Get like a guaranteed pair. Always nice. I have 45 tall cube, thinking of going marine. A cube is a cool marine tank. I do like cubes.
Yeah, it'll most likely be a cube.
Yeah, cubes.
I don't like the Fluval one, the Fluval Marine, because of the curved front glass.
I don't ever want curved glass.
And I don't mind it personally. It just films terribly. It's really hard to film curved glass.
Don't care for it, which I know a lot of people do. To each his own. Just not my thing. The Hello Reef kit seems like a good value. Is that is that a Depot? I'm assuming, Matt. I assume.
Hello, Reef. Hello, world.
Hello, Stan. Hello, goodbye. 550. 400. 500.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was looking at this one too.
That seems like for a salt setup. I don't know. That doesn't seem terrible. How big is it? 30? What's the size? You don't get to know. Oh.
It says 10 to 20
10
gallons.
to 20.
That's
so
too small.
Yeah, that's too small. I definitely think we need at least a 30. I don't want to, I've never done salt, so I don't really want to give myself no room for error. And I still feel like if a little bit larger, you have a little more room for error, right? I don't think there'd be a lot of error, but still.
There's some rare gems on Skipper's auction. There was a Scarlet Batis pair last month. There you go. Awesome.
×2. I don't care much about corals or any type of I just want inverts, and I really like blennies and gobies, and I would really like a sea hare. I think those are sweet. So.
Y'all convinced me. I ordered the Corydoras Gassier using your code.
Ooh,
awesome.
Shoot. Nice ones to get too. Mm-hmm. Good choice. Good job. Thank you. I just recently bought blue-tailed goodeids and mountain red belly. Ooh, I love dace. Can't wait to get them spawning. Yeah, there's dace at Depot right now, and every time I see them, I want a big tub to put them in.
A rainbow dace.
I think they have rainbow, and I think they may have. I think they have two types. I think they might have the red bellies as well.
I'd be very surprised.
I checked last time, and there was 2 different tanks of dace. So I don't know. Maybe it's just an overflow of the rainbow, but I'm not sure.
Dave says I have a Fluval Flex 32. The filter chamber uses a lot of the space, and it makes it seem cramped.
Does it eat up? See, I would hope that they would make the gallons, tell you how many gallons it is actually, not with that stuff in the way, I would hope. But, they probably don't. Coral, to me, it's not like I don't like it. It's just that, I know it's necessary in a lot of setups if you're trying certain fish, but I just am not that into it. I don't know. I heard a really sad story at my local fish store. One of them, it's called Splash. And a regular customer, someone who had come in for years, spent a lot of money there. He was a good customer. He came in and he stole a $1,300 coral. They saw him on the camera. He put it in his pocket. So they ended up catching it. Not right then and there, but later on, they come to find out, it died almost instantly, as you would expect, because it can't be out of water, and he apparently didn't plan this robbery out very well. But how weird, right? And $1,300 for one piece of coral. It was not a very big one either. No, I don't mind all-in-ones. It depends on what it includes and what it is, but I don't have an issue with it, and I don't think he does either. We kind of want that. That's what we would prefer for saltwater. I think for freshwater, we know how to filter things.
You talking about Leo's comment?
Yes.
I just don't like the fluval because of the glass, the front pane.
Oh, yeah, and that. I forgot already. Yeah, that's true. South Bay, they do get a lot of stuff in there that I've said multiple times just since being back. Oh, you don't see this often. Like, they have a lot of bread and butter stuff, too, which is to be expected. But they do get, every now and then, they get some really cool random. That's where I got my first Crenocycla notophthalmus. My first dwarf pikes, I got regani and I got notophthalmus there. Multiple times. So they definitely get some good stuff in. I also used to request certain things, and they were nice enough to, like, every now and then when they could find it, they'd bring it in. It was really helpful to me. I plan on being obnoxious like that again, because I'd like to add to my, when I get my my lamp eye Congos back, I want to add to that school, want to beef it up, try and breed them. I don't know why I'd be like the first person able to do that, but I want to try. Not first, but you know what I mean? There's not many people out there doing that, if any. I like monos. I don't know. I've always liked them. They're like angelfish that forgot their fins.
These are different.
I love an auto.
You guys seen these yet? Where is that going to be at? Right here. Let's full screen that. Gold spot auto cinchlus? That's new to me.
Definitely a different. It almost looks like a baby Gara, panda Gara, a little tiny bit. I wonder if they're big. How about it's $38 for one? They must be cool.
Or just rare.
They better be cool.
Ropefish. I haven't seen ropefish in a long time.
I love ropefish. They have them at Depot. I always like to look at the ropefish. I wish they got more myrids in. Somebody said something to me. Where did I see that? I saw my name.
Pancakes.
Where did I see it?
Have you seen the UNS all-in-one? No, probably not. Right here.
Oh, page 8.4, do you think?
You want to read it?
Rosie says, my pH is 8.4. That's up there. Do you think a Congo spotted puffer would be okay? GH, KH2. Okay, I don't think that they necessarily, they wouldn't be okay. Is it stable? Because I've said this forever, and I will beat this into the ground. If you have stable parameters, I think that that's what's the most important thing. I don't have experience with quite that high of pH. I think the highest I've ever had was when we were in Washington, and it was only about 7.5, somewhere around there. I think it would be worth giving it a try, but I would, if you could, check the water that they come in and try and find out what the pH was that they were being kept in, and maybe do a little, half and half, slowly transition them. Keep them in I don't know, I used to keep my fish in a breeder box because some wild bettas that I got needed pretty low pH or came from a place where they had really low pH, and so I had to slowly work them up. But as long as it's consistent, I think that's the most important thing.
Regina says, Jody P, how long before you're up and running the Tropical Fish Company? I think I asked that yesterday, and I think I got the answer of it was the end of October or November.
Next couple months. Have a couple ropefish.
In 13 minutes. Awesome. That's how long. She's up and running in 13 minutes.
Ropefish are awesome, T-Shot. Anything that looks weird like that, I'm a fan
of. Would a 21 gallon be good for all-in-one for salt? Tank volume, yeah.
I think it would work.
I did the first time I did salt, or the first and only time, was in a BioCube, and it was the smaller BioCube. I don't remember the exact gallons now. I think one was 28 gallons and one was 16 gallons. And I made the mistake of getting what did I get? Like a firefish, or the long skinny one with the really tall antenna. And that thing just jumped and jumped and jumped and wormed its way into the back all the time, to the point where I was like, screw it, I'm just going to leave it back there, because it just kept jumping into the back, into the overflow. I had pulsing xenia, which I love, and I had emerald crabs and some shrimp, and 2 Bengai cardinal fish, not shrimp. And that was it. And it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, the cardinals are cool. Blanket hellos from Zen. there's so many fish that I want to keep that I just miss having fish. I mean, I love the rice fish. I go stare at them all the time. They probably are so sick of me because I just look at them all the time. Like, you're the only ones here. You're all I can look at.
All right, we're going to look at some fish for a while. I got to take a break. It's all on you.
Oh, boy.
You got chat?
Yeah, I got it. It's good. It's good. I don't know. The salt thing, I'm not like in a super huge hurry. Like, whenever we could try it, I'd be fine with it. But I am in a way bigger hurry to get our freshwater tanks up and running. The UNS A10, is that what it is? A10? Or is it AIO? I don't know. Are cool. I liked it, but didn't make the move. Our pistol shrimp and goby are the best. They're so cute. Yeah, see, that's what I would want. Exactly. Like that. That would be what I'm interested in, is that type of stuff. Got to run already, huh, T-Shot? Hopefully I'll be able to jump back on for the members stream. Later, dude. Yeah, I think we're going to, like he mentioned in our last stream a couple days ago, we're getting a couple sizable tanks pretty soon here, and that's very exciting. I know I said I'm doing West Africa. Like, Candy is providing care for all of our West Africans that I could not part with. And I'm really looking forward to getting them set up properly. However, try finding great underwater shots of the Malibu pool and the Congo River Basin. It is definitely not easy, and I wanted to really try to do like a as close to an actual biotope as possible. But I can look up the plants and I can look up everything, but I really wanted to see, and there's only a couple of videos because clearly a lot of people aren't heading into the Democratic Republic of the Congo. It's not the safest place to be, just much like Papua New Guinea. Steven, you're going to try a salt tank. It's been 2 years since I said that. Yeah, see, that's kind of like the pace that I'm on. Like, if we found a great deal or someone wanted to like give us one, I'd be like, okay, we'll do it. But I'm way more hot to get the freshwater tanks up and running. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. If I ever do saltwater again, I'd like, oh, here I am. Great. If I ever do saltwater again, I'd like a cold water setup, macroalgae native fish. That's cool. Yeah. I don't mind macro or microalgae in a tank. I just wouldn't want it to be all there is. I know, like I said, one of my local fish stores did that one time where they had like a little, it was small. It had to be like a 10 gallon or so, 8 to 10 gallons of macroalgae. And it was okay, but I'm just like, there's nothing in there that like is, it's alive, but it's not alive the way I want it to be alive, I guess. Hi, what was that? Red-tailed tetra. Ah, crap. Well, I missed it because we're a little bit ahead. And this is a very long video. I think this is like 45 minutes. I will see if I can check, and then I can drop it in the comments afterwards with a timestamp, if that's okay, because I'm not sure. I'll have to take a peek. That's actually what happened with my UNS. They sponsored it. Otherwise, I wouldn't have tried. Yeah, see, that's kind of the speed, like I said, that I'm at. We're not in a huge hurry, but we definitely want to try it. It's because you do so much with freshwater, and I mean, I love the livestock. Obviously, freshwater fish they're always going to be my favorite, but they lack inverts. We don't have a ton of options for inverts, and I'm so interested in inverts in general that I would really like to keep them in some type of facet other than the inverts that I currently have, which I have like true spiders and mantids and stuff like that. But I started in saltwater, got it out of my system early in the hobby. Don't know if I would do it again. I would need a different fish room. That's understandable. That's another thing that I take into consideration is like, I know it would be okay to stick a freshwater or a saltwater tank in a freshwater fish room, but I still feel like it's almost something you put as like a display tank instead of part of your active fish room, if that makes sense. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Fresh cottage cheese tank setup? 2 years ago, I entered a raffle for an RO unit and said I'd do salt water if I won, because I never win stuff. So, of course, I won. You still haven't done it. I like that, Steven. That's funny. Yeah, that would probably be me. Just have it in the back burner, or I'd make it freshwater. Garage Girl says, I'm pretty sure there is a 120-ish coming to the swap. There may be a 90 also, but that is less likely. I am more interested in a 120 than a 90. Normally the diameters or the measurements of the 120 are more to my liking, because super deep tanks, depending on what the 90 is, like how it's configured. I hate like super deep tanks that I can't escape easily or clean algae off easily. I don't want to buy a chiller. Yeah. So we've been told that you can really keep the temps down in tanks with fans on top, blowing on top of the water, but I don't know as far as salt water goes, you know? Alex said Congo has an Ebola outbreak and renewed fighting between army and Rwandan-backed guerrillas. Yeah, it's not a place that you want to be going. It hasn't been for a very long time, and I doubt, sadly, that in our lifetimes, many of us, it will not be somewhere that is easy to travel to. I think I've mentioned this before, but a friend of mine's father, he was an entrepreneur, and he was mining for rare minerals, basically. I don't have much more information than that, but he was regularly taking trips to South Africa, and he would hire a private security detail, and he'd say the problem is even when you do that, they will turn on you a lot of the time and try and rob you and take advantage of you. So even the people that you're paying to help you, you know, not always helping. But Zach, do you guys have any tanks set up yet? So we have one tank set up, and it is about 8 gallons. Matt Gray gave it to us, bless his heart. We had nothing, so we had that 125, and that's it, and can't set that up quite yet. So he gave us some tanks, and we got some rice fish from Jackson of the Medaka Lair at the SAS auction. They, for some crazy reason, didn't sell, which I will never understand. And he was so kind and gave them to us. And they're the Yozakura Golds. They're gorgeous. We love them. They look phenomenal. They just get better and better. I can't wait to get a bigger tank for them set up. We're going to be getting some larger tanks soon. So we were going to be, I'm not quite sure what he wants to do. I think he wants to do a Rainbowfish tank. I think that's what he said. We'll see if that's what happens. I'm not sure, but I want to do West African. We'll see if there's probably like an 85-90% chance that's happening. So soon, probably within the next like month or so. Be on the lookout. Steven said, oh, you're talking to Nancy. Curtis, I've been looking at the 15-gallon all-in-one kit from Coralfish 12G for just over $500, but I just want a few clowns and an anemone. For 15 gallons, I wonder, and I may sound stupid here, but again, I've never kept saltwater. I don't know if it's as easy to maintain parameters, like if it's same thing with freshwater, where the larger the tank, the easier it is. I would assume that's kind of common sense, just because there's a little more margin for error. But that's what scares me about small tanks, ever. I think the smallest I would ever want to go down. This 8-gallon terrified me. Luckily, we had a lot of plants that we got from the auction and some other places, so I was a little less terrified, but still setting up a new tank that's that small, it's so easy for it to crash, you know? What's happening? Again, I'm gone. And I'm gone. I was importing a lot from Zaire before it became the Democratic Republic of the Congo. Oh, wow. How'd that go, Chris? Was that like difficult, or how did that go? I'm really curious. Where is Bob? He's here. Jeff Rose, he's here. He'll be back in 3, 2, 1-ish.
Try again.
3, 2, 1. Ha, there you go. Almost. So close. We are not going to be at Keystone Clash, unfortunately, Vibes. I think we just have so much going on with we have a baby who's very active.
It's also a very expensive flight.
It's an expensive flight.
Times dose.
I don't think I want to leave my baby yet. Like, I'm not to the point where, and I wouldn't want to bring her.
Oh, you don't want to leave? Oh.
Does this all the time. I'll be like talking to Sadie, and I'm like, hi, baby. He's like, hey, oh.
Yeah, heaven forbid.
Not talking to me. Yeah, it's just a lot right now for us after moving and all that stuff, so. I was thinking about a chiller for native California fish. Our water is in the 50s and 60s. I think you'd be fine. Oh, you're talking desktop. I still think you'd be fine. Things that have a minimum bit. That's true, Audrey. You know, I did notice that. However, and I have to say this, for the fish that they are, it was a really good deal. Like, those fish are normally about 15
And again,
bucks
they weren't
piece.
Getting hyped up at all.
No.
Not like the killifish.
I felt like there was not enough emphasis on, like, hey, these are bred by Medocalaire. This is a hobbyist. Jackson bred these. He's really good at what he does. They're beautiful. They were going, I think their minimum bid was under
25.
Yeah, but it was under half. Each fish was under half the price of what they would normally be. So,
considering like just an orange rice fish is
right,
like $12.
Totally. That means nothing that came from some farm. You know what I mean? Like, and these fish are gorgeous and healthy, and they're so active and beautiful. So, you know, Dennis,
thank you so much.
Thank
$20
you.
super chat. I love questions that are super chatted.
I know, me too.
I'm resetting a 14-gallon cube. What are your thoughts on a few Luminatus rainbows or other smaller rainbows? I think you can do just about any of the Pseudomagills.
Totally. And a cute $14, that'd be cool.
And the Luminatus are one of the best looking ones. So
glow, little glow
absolutely.
worm. Glimmer, glimmer.
And then get some like Corydoras pygmaeus and maybe some shrimp, and you'd have a fun little tank there.
Zach, we did not sell really anything. We gave a lot of our fish and reptiles to 2 people specifically who we trust implicitly, and they're just fine, doing wonderfully. And we did keep reptiles. We did keep some fish. We were not able to take them with us, so they will be sent to us eventually, but we did keep most of our reptiles. So, and we've acquired a couple more since we've moved. So we do have a healthy amount of reptiles, not as much as we had before, but still a good amount, and we're working on the tanks. So we will have more soon.
TBD on the tanks.
Yeah.
Very exciting stuff possibly in the future. We're very excited.
Our exciting news kind of revolves around that, so we'll give you that, and that's about it.
Curtis with the $1 super chat.
Thank
Thank you,
Curtis.
Mr. Reliable.
I just change your name to that.
What'd I miss? Anything exciting?
I mean, nothing crazy. Just some.
You hear that? She just said you guys weren't exciting.
I said nothing crazy. I think that
Let's
would be.
get crazy.
I think that would be a compliment
How
to
do you get
everybody
crazy
in
on a
this
fish
stream.
stream?
I feel bad because I was asked what one of the fish was with the this isn't loop. This is 45 minutes long, right?
This is a 42-minute loop, so it's going to be a while before we see it again.
I told him I'd try and put it in the comments with a timestamp.
We're in Sacramento now, Jeff Rose.
Sacktown. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Don't call it that. We don't like when you call it that.
Hey guys, my wife and I love to see the lovely California sun in your awning. I
Aw.
was like, let's film the intro and the outro outside. It's so nice. I love all the plants we have outside.
It's always it's
Our
sunshiny.
ivy fence is really cool.
So nice. Because I grew up in a place where my mom's on like a third of an acre. She lives in the middle of the city, so it's nice. It's a decent sized yard. Backs up to a park, so it seems even larger. But her entire fence line is covered in Virginia creeper, which is similar to ivy. It's a creeping plant. And it feels like you're in your own compound. It just really makes it so it's more private.
There's Garage Kills. Hey,
he was here earlier.
We're not in a hurry, so we could like...
I am.
No, I mean, we could... When's the meetings? The first week of the month?
Yeah, but then it's gonna be
so
like
we could wait.
barbecue
That's only 2 weeks away, and we're in California. Barbecue season is all year.
It goes to like late October. Although my mom used to barbecue in the dead of winter.
I barbecue in the snow, so I don't.
It would
care.
be raining, and we had like a little covered patio, and my mom would be out barbecuing. So I guess.
So wait a minute. So we got the swap meet on the 28th,
right?
And then immediately after that is the meeting. Then.
That would be the first Saturday, yeah. Yeah.
All right. So, yeah, I mean, I don't know if you're able to bring it to the meeting, but we can just pick it up then. It's only a couple weeks. She'll be fine.
Thanks. I love when he tells me that.
She's gone this long without a barbecue.
That's a bummer, though. I love to barbecue, and I love a good old Weber. They're the best. One of my favorite field trips was to Sutter's Mill outside of... Okay, Sutter's Mill is actually one of my favorite field trips, too. It's funny that you said that. That was so enjoyable. It's in Coloma. I really, really enjoyed going there. We panned for gold. We got to explore everything. And we have Sutter's Fort, which is in downtown Sacramento. So, it's not far from where we are. But it's really cool. That's funny. It was a great field trip. I'm glad to know that other people did it too.
Probably can't make it up there until the November meeting.
Oh. Wait, remind me where you are again.
I have it in the email.
Oh, okay.
I can tell you.
So I'd come get it. Just saying. Put my smoker in Blackstone into my sunroom in the winter so I can barbecue all year long. How does that go with venting? You just open up is it screened or what's the deal? I know most sunrooms are screened in, but my great grandma had one that was like polyboard too. It was weird. I don't know. It was like partially covered and then half open with like screen.
Vibe wants to know, what's Bob's favorite dinner? Will you get it right?
Oh yeah, no, I know. It's fried chicken probably. That's what I make. I would say it's probably the fried chicken. You always ask for that the most, I feel like.
But that's not it.
I don't know.
Yes, you do.
Do I?
Yes, you do.
What?
It's a New York strip.
Oh, okay.
With mashed potatoes and asparagus.
We don't eat it as often as we eat fried chicken.
No, because chicken is way cheaper.
Well, and honestly, I can't eat that much red meat. It messes with my stomach.
I could eat red meat every day.
I know. He could eat it all the time.
Breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Yeah, I guess I should have known that. I do know he prefers beef over chicken.
Yeah, beef.
But I love fried chicken too, and he really likes it. That's one of my favorites personally that I make. Oh my God, 225 gallons for $12.50. Get off, fucking on drugs, man.
What?
Leo said that somebody's selling a 225 gallon glass aquarium for $1,250. $1,250.
Well, that would be like 2,400 brand new. So
no, that's,
you can't blame him.
I can. Sure, I can.
I can't blame him.
I can definitely blame him. That's way too much money. No one's gonna buy that. I'd make it like $800. I don't care. It's a used tank at the end of the day. Like I stand.
Does it come with a stand, sump,
I
lights, tops?
I will die. But see, that's all stuff someone else picked. I'm very particular. So for me, like maybe I just want the tank.
Graziel says I'm lazy. We own 4 Traegers.
Oh, wow. Oh, Regina, Donner Pass always gave me the heebie. Really? Yeah, I've been through Donner Pass many times. Yeah, in the winter it can be kind of scary.
Leo, we haven't been to a Costco at all since we've been here. The only one close to us is a business center one.
That you haven't, I didn't show you yet. There is one very close to us. However, someone just perished there about 2 weeks ago.
Well, somebody drove a car into the one that we had and like shot up the place. So
that's true. Well, somebody was changing the gas lines out or something at the gas, but because they're redoing the gas pumps there, they didn't have the proper PPE and they passed away. It was really sad.
They didn't have their canary in the coal mine.
That's true, which I hate, of course, but I find watching you guys comforting. I just unexpectedly lost my older golden retriever. No, named Brittany to cancer. Nicest chill. I'm so sorry, Kevin.
Oh man.
Thank you. That's a really nice compliment, but I'm so sorry.
I've always wanted a golden retriever, but I just hear that story too often. I'm sorry, buddy.
Brittany, I don't know why I love that. I'm so sorry. May she rest in peace. But thank you for that comment because that means a lot always when people say things like that. Ours are resting. I am very comforted by certain things too. I'm like that, so I get it. Thank you. And I'm
Business
sorry.
centers are awesome, but can you get the chicken there? Do they have the?
They have less smaller items.
Costco doesn't have any small items. Do they have the deli? Like, can I get pizza there at a business center? I don't know.
So our Sam's Club, where you've seen the one that's by Raising Cane's, the one that you've been by. That one, that used to be okay. That used to be Sam's Club, and then it became defunct, and now it is the Costco Business Center. $1 per gallon, and if you're including your pile of old crappy accessories with it, 75. Yeah, I agree, Stephen. I agree. I will die on that hill. I think that it's insanity when people want that much money for a used tank.
The heck was that?
I don't know.
You didn't see that flash on the screen?
I did, but I don't know what it was. Yeah, you can get pizza. Well, that's all that matters. I don't you dare mention Sam's Club. That was fighting words, huh? We used to go to, what was it, Cost Plus? What was the name of that place? Or that was one of them, but what was the other one we used to go to?
My name is Nobody says, hey dudes, hope all is well. What are your favorite tank mates for a 75-gallon shrimp tank?
God.
That is a lot of shrimp. I would put so many nanofish in there. I would do clown killies. I would do rosy loaches. Rosy loaches don't eat inverts.
So if you wanted
I would do Corydoras pygmaeus. I would do Batis. I would do
sparkling Grommy. He said enough. That was enough. That's plenty.
Here's what I would do. Here's my turn right here. I tried to pitch these last week, but I don't think anyone bought them. Somebody needs to buy these. Melanotania pygmaea. They get about 2 inches.
Here he goes pushing his agenda.
Yep. My Rainbowfish agenda.
I mean, they are very cool, but
get out of here. There we go. That's a fish I would do for sure. If I had a tank, I would buy these right now. They are super rare, and that is so cheap, it's ridiculous. But anyways. Now, okay, what would you do?
I already said it.
Badass.
What the hell? No, I would not. So like I said, I do a bunch of sparkling gourami or some honey gourami, and you're gonna lose a few shrimp here and there, but not to the point where if you have that many Neocaridina in a freaking 75-gallon tank, you could lose a few shrimplets, and I don't think any of those fish are decimated. Or even like a samurai gourami. Ooh, licorice gourami. Gourami. Different types of micro gourami.
Hey, Bob and Chelsea, have you all tried spawning? Yeah, and the spawn is awake right now. I'm going to have to go get the spawn in a minute.
We thought she was maybe going to sleep for a minute, and no such luck. She likes to take like 20-minute naps nowadays. It's great. It's great.
Yeah, pencilfish would be cool,
too. Oh,
too.
Totally. You could definitely do pencilfish.
Or even rice fish.
That is a good, those are both good suggestions. Mm-hmm.
We do have a couple. I think we have on our channel 2 like nanofish compilation videos that you could watch to get some ideas.
Yeah.
Yeah. Watch those. You're definitely going to want nanofish, though. Otherwise, your shrimp are going to disappear.
Yeah, I think the nanofish, any nanofish is still going to pick off a shrimplet here or there, maybe, but they're not going to decimate your colony by any means. It'll be a slow burn with them. How many LFSs do you have? Okay, we have Aquarium, Reptile Depot, Splash, Aqualife, Exotic Aquarium, and those are all within like 20 minutes of us. Easy, like an easy 20 minutes, 15, 20 minutes. So there's 4 right there. On the outskirts, like in the greater, I like the Bay Area included.
Mr. Reliable.
Probably 12. Where? What? Yeah, there you go. There you go. Yeah, so probably 10 to 12 within 2 hours immediately that we can drive to right now and get there easily. 4. We used to have 5. Aquaworks burned or had a flood, and then a fire. It was like fire and brimstone, and then they never reopened. So we also have GX3, which is a reptile store, but they do sell some fish. It's very few, and I don't even know if they still do, but they did. So 4, and they're good ones. Of the 4 that we have are strong. Like, they're great local fish stores. Oh, yeah, you're going to have to go there. She's pitching a fit. My youngest did that, disco naps and then ready to part. Yep, that's her. And she's like, it's so annoying because it takes her now. Like, we have to sit in there and she finally falls asleep and we think we did
But when
something.
we don't stream, she naps for like 3 hours.
No, she won't even wake up. It's ridiculous.
She probably hears us talking.
Yeah, I think we're too loud. I think that's what it is.
It is because we don't have a lot of stuff in here yet either, so it is extra loud.
When your Teggy was a baby, did she follow you around when you have your hand in the enclosure? No. She didn't really... she had her own agenda. She was always trying to get out and go walk around. She was the queen of like, let me out, and she wanted to go run around everywhere. So.
Davo, just the old-fashioned Senegal bite year. I think the other ones are going to be a bit too big. Although there's one that gets like 14 inches, so probably like 10 to 12. I don't remember which one, but I feel like they're just so chunky. You'd want a bigger one.
Yeah, they are girthy.
Megan says, I want the con colors and the splendens after watching your vid. Yeah,
con colors are great.
You know, if you haven't seen our new video that we posted today, go watch it.
I also really like the con colors. That's one that I've...
Con colors are one of my favorites.
Yeah.
They're all one of my favorites. That's why they're in the video.
4 and 20 minutes is good. I will agree with you. 4 and 20 minutes, it's a good amount of fish stores to have for sure. Especially when they're good ones.
Time.
Yeah, he's got to go get the child.
I'm going to have to make a bottle. I'm going to be gone for a while.
Oh, is that? Yeah, probably.
It's all on you.
She's hungry all the time.
It's all in the
She can't eat like real food all the way yet because she can't sit up on her own. She's getting there. I have a feeling the next couple weeks she'll be able to. But currently she cannot, so she's not supposed to eat that. Mine follows me, doesn't want to leave the enclosure. Really? Like, follows you how? Like, is he like tracking you, or does he think you have food? Do you feel like that? I mean, I would assume that's probably why. You are the one that feeds him. He knows when your hands are in there, you're generally, giving him food. So he probably thinks he's going to get something and is watching you to see if that's going to happen. like I said, mine was very much like as soon as I opened the enclosure, she was out. Like she wouldn't go quickly. She would go slowly. She just kind of walk around and then climb on the top of her enclosure and try and climb everything and climb everywhere, climb on the couch, she was all over the place. I watched it right before the stream and I really want Corys. Now, I don't think I could ever have a tank that's like a 40 breeder or larger without Corydoras. I've never had a tank since starting to keep fish again that was over 40 gallons and didn't have Corydoras in them. Usually multiple types, but I think the first Corydoras that I got getting back into things was sturby. And then I was lucky enough to get my hands on some albino sturby, and they're so different than just your albino anus. Like they are really, really pretty, and I loved them. So I kept probably like 20, around 20, the combo of the regular sturby and the albinos. But any tank I feel like has to have them. You need that type of movement, and I just really like how they kick up the substrate and turn things around. That's also why I like geos, though. It seems like the tank stays a lot cleaner when you have that going on. Probably thinks I have food then. When he doesn't, he goes in his hide and covers. Oh, that's fun. Yeah, she used to do that all the time. So I used to just have one of those Exoterra, I believe it's Exoterra, the like, you know, hut hide, the giant one for her. And she would go in there at night and bury the door completely and then, you know, dig herself out in the morning. She still buries herself to this day, just not as well. Like she doesn't care if she's a little exposed, but when she was a baby, she definitely covered herself up pretty well. So how is he doing, Leo? Like, is everything good with him? It says Mr. I didn't even see that, Curtis. That's funny. When I stop being lazy and switch my 125 to sand, I'll be adding sturby or Simulus. You could do both. That's the other thing. Most Corydoras aren't going to care if there's other Corydoras in their tank, which is a really nice thing. Obviously, there's some, maybe a few species that might get a little annoyed, but for the most part, you could keep, as long as they're similarly sized and you have enough space for them, you'd be just fine. That's a great, Corydoras are pretty much like the perfect type of fish to have. I don't know anybody who's like, ew, Corydoras. Well, that's not true. Candy won't keep Corydoras. Candy doesn't love them, but it's so funny. It's because she loves her plants so much, and I know some of them do kick things up. But Corydoras are just a fish that anybody can have. They fit in. There's usually a Corydora for every size aquarium. They don't hurt other fish. The only thing a Corydora is ever going to hurt is you when you're trying to put it in a new tank and you grab the net and you get stuck. And even then, it's not that big of a deal. So, have you ever kept coolie loaches, Curtis? That may be a stupid question. I love coolie loaches, but every tank I've ever had them in, I forget about them. And then when I'm like redoing the tank or breaking it down or whatever, they'll all come like flying out. And I'm like, oh yeah, there's 10 coolie loaches in here. It's the gift that keeps on giving. You forget they're even there, and then there they are. Yeah, I love that. The little addition to Curtis's name. He's good. He's still just a little iffy with me. I can get him out, and at first he's all defensive, but then he calms down. Probably doesn't help that I hesitate. Yeah, I feel like to a degree they know, but I also think that they just like to push the boundaries. Do you know what I mean? Like they like to push it to see what they can get away with because they're really intelligent. They learn, and they're smart, and they'll figure it out, and they know they'll learn timing. They'll learn all kinds of stuff, and it's kind of crazy. You don't necessarily think a lizard...
Sorry.
It's okay. You don't necessarily think a lizard is going to be that observant and that with it, but they really are. So being bold is important. However, mine was also very... She was really chill when she was little. She didn't puff up a lot. She wasn't really hissy. The worst that she's ever been is right now, and it's because she's been going through... growing, like her final growth stage. Like she's really, this is the time for her to like really pack on the weight. Do I need to move more?
Oh yeah.
Okay,
we'll try this out.
Not good?
We'll try this out.
I never see my coolies. Who sees their coolie loaches? Does anyone see them? Because I'd be shocked.
Guess I could have just done that.
Yeah, probably. I'm like in the window.
That'll happen.
No, but I've always wanted them. Yeah, get them, dude. They're so easy. They're so easy. Another fish that helps to, you know, like little bits of food and stuff that's left over. They will definitely take care of that. I swear to God, my sister always always texts me when we're filming. She's like, "Are you filming right now?" She wants to park her car. Is she gonna go run?
Okay, as long as she doesn't come in.
Yeah, she knows. She said, "I just want to park by your house and run in your neighborhood." Okay, that's funny.
What I miss this time? Anything?
No, not really.
No $1,000 super chats?
No. Nope.
Dang it.
Not yet.
I see my coolies in the 230 all the time. I rarely see the coolies in a 10-gallon. Oh, that's interesting. If you don't see your coolies, you just have to buy more. Just keep buying them until you do see them.
You're going to have a lot of them by the time that happens. The sad thing is when I see coolie loaches like at the store and they have nowhere to hide and they just are constantly like, "Oh my God, where do I go? Where do I go?" They're trying to like bury themselves under other coolie loaches.
I see my coolies. One lives under the little bridge and comes out to say hi.
Aww.
But yeah, they are out and about.
That's nice.
Mm-hmm.
That's really nice. Usually when I would
That's
feed,
nice.
they would come out, but then they would go right back. So they didn't want to stay out. We used to have around 30 in our 40-gallon, and we used to see them constantly. We only have them in our 29-gallon now, and there are only 5 of them, but we see them all the time. Fat, sassy, little hot dogs. Yeah, I love to see fat coolie loaches. I think it's so funny. Whoever would hate on a coolie loach? That's another fish that I feel like no one's got a bad thing to say about a coolie loach. What could they ever do wrong? They're fantastic.
Hey, don't forget to hit the likes, folks. Please.
Yeah,
it helps out tremendously.
That'd be great. Thanks.
Nobody gets that.
They better get that. Steven gets it. Steven, you get that.
Steven's the only one that gets it.
He gets it. I want to hear it right now. Steven, what is that from? Like to burrow in the aqua soil. It's light and fluffy. Oh, I bet they love that. Oops.
Okay, I am going to do this again. What does this do?
What? What is it?
Doesn't do anything.
Is she like... She can kind of hold her bottle now, but if it's too heavy, it like dips and then she gets frustrated. It's kind of sad.
Okay, here we go. What do we need to do here? Nope, that's the wrong way.
Ugh. Oh, look like we have jaundice. Oh, God.
That's the wrong way.
That's
Just trying to make it less yellow.
I know it's the saturation. No, maybe not. I think it's just because it's the golden hour.
Whoa,
that was scary. Oh my God.
There we go. That looks better.
Yeah, that's better.
That's pretty neutral.
That's better. Yeah, that's not bad.
That's way better.
Okay, I can't see chat though because you're kerfuffing with stuff over here. Whoa, that looks stupid. Kick that bottle up, sister.
All right, there. 94.94, good for a new 55-gallon glass aquarium. Is that what they're going for at Petco? You'd have to check Petco to know if that's a good price.
Good for you.
Yo-yo loaches are fun
Thanks.
too. Yes, they are. There's
Yeah.
a single yo-yo in a 29-gallon, and it's the most personable, funny fish with a yo-yo right down its side. Yo-yo loaches are very funny fish.
We're far too close to San Francisco.
It's the white balance on the camera. It's it's just an iPhone.
South Bay, there are multiple species of cold
that's a great
water
question.
cories, and actually in our video we mentioned several that can be kept without a heater. So if that's what that would be cold water to me. So yeah, there's quite a few actually. If you have not watched the video, not to shameless plug this, but like
shameless. Watch it, folks.
But it really does have information on those. Like most,
I don't even care if you don't watch it.
I want to say
put it on in the background.
I want to say like 5 of the 7 Corydoras we have on there could be in cold water situations. 4 or 5 of them. So
well, unheated and cold.
yes, not like 60 degrees, but they could definitely do like high 60s.
But Paleotis can do 60 degrees easily.
That's right. Yeah. Yep. Any thoughts on the new pen, the Corydoras? I don't know about them. So which ones are those?
Yeah, I haven't heard about that.
Strabis are beautiful. They're my favorite. They're his favorite, I think, too. They're everyone's favorite.
They're my overall favorites.
Yeah.
I mean,
there's other really
obviously I like
cool.
the Vulcans, but that's very unrealistic.
Yeah, we're not buying Vulcan Corys anytime. If somebody gave us a bunch, sure, great. My 55 gives me wet armpits. See?
Yeah,
it's annoying.
Regina says, why do you want a 55? That's a very good question.
That's an excellent, yeah. For 55s are...
tank size ever.
I think when I was saying, like on band, actually, it was like, hey, we need tanks, but no 55s. No, please no one offer any 55s, because that's like the one size that nobody wants in this household.
Leo, yours is too small to even care if it bites you.
Oh, I got bit. I told you guys this a while back. I got bit. I had a shrimp in my hand, and she saw it, and she got really excited, and she bit me. Tried to bite the shrimp and accidentally bit me. She didn't try to bite me. And it did not feel good. I bled for a little while. She did not clamp down. If she would have clamped fully, as soon as she realized I wasn't the shrimp, she let go and grabbed the shrimp.
Hey, tell your sister if she was subscribed to our channel, she would know if we were live streaming.
I'll tell her that.
Matt Grave gave us
thanks,
tanks
dude.
and now is giving us
God,
$10
Matt.
as a thank you.
Thanks, dude. I'm glad. I hope Dre's happy about that too.
Mm-hmm.
More room for other things. And I know she always, it seems like, oh my God, I'm so amazed at her organization. So I'm sure she's happy. She has like the best organization. It's crazy. I wish I could be that organized. Corys don't fight for food. They pretend no other fish exist and just go for it. Yeah, that's how bad things can befall them that way too. He's got a sad story about that.
I want a hoodie, Garage Gills. I was looking at hoodies the other day.
I have an SAS
and I want
sweatshirt.
A bright orange hoodie.
Oh, it does have a Vulcan Cory? I haven't seen the new one yet. I have the crayon fish, and I like that one. It's just gray, but I like it. That's another thing. Where's the store? How do, like, maybe I'm stupid.
It's on there. I found it.
Is it? Oh, you did? Okay. All right.
If I can find it.
Then I'm stupid, so it's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Dummy.
It's fine. Well, thank you. That's very nice.
Oh, you're welcome. Thanks for being polite.
That's what you say to your wife. Tell her she's stupid.
You dumb.
I got to watch it because my white sand was with my rainbow shiners, mountain red belly dace, getting brown even with the plant coverage. Thanks, by the way. I have to watch that video after the stream. Yeah, it's got good stuff.
I've never kept Madagascar rainbows. Do they flash? So if you're talking about the flash that goes like down their foreheads as they're sparring, no. But if you're talking about flashing, like sparring with other males,
displaying,
not as much, but they definitely do. They are a great schooling fish, though. It's like, I don't know, like a 12-foot tank with like 100 of those would be super awesome.
God, at least
a 12-foot tank.
At least she remembered that we stream on Mondays. Most people don't even remember that. Like in our families. Corydoras are just something everyone who has a fish tank that isn't teeny tiny should have. And even for small tanks, there's options. There's small Corydoras, Hastatus, Habrosus, Pygmy. There's different types of what's it called?
Leo, if you got the room, get a 75, not a 55.
Do not get a 55-gallon tank.
They are the worst.
I had one time for like 5 seconds, and I was like, never again. Never again.
You says, I saw your Cory video. Makes me want to set up a 50-gallon lowboy tank. That would be very cool for Corys.
That would.
The one thing I didn't do when I had mine.
Although I will say this. My hands are going out for this. I love when they shoot up to the top of the water and get a little bit of air. I think it's when they have a nice, good amount of water to shoot through. It's so enjoyable to watch. I love that. I love it.
Yeah, that's a good point. Regina says Madagascars get pretty large.
Mm-hmm.
I would say they're close to like a full-grown roseline, but a little smaller. And one of my favorite tanks was my 8-foot tank where I had Madagascar and roseline in the same 8-foot tank.
I could see that.
I guess that's obvious, but
that could be pretty cool.
Yeah, it was really fun.
I do like what's it called?
Mickham says Cali Awalum rainbows. I want those. Yeah.
You know, Lisa, the reason why I like it so much better is for aquascaping purposes. I like the depth to be able to fit bigger hardscape. So like different pieces of driftwood or spiderwood or manzanita, whatever it would be, and then rocks. I found that when I had a 55 and I tried to scape it, I never had enough room. I couldn't even get a lot of the pieces of wood that I had in the tank, and it would piss me off every single time. So I guess it depends on if you're really into aquascaping or putting a lot of hardscape in there. obviously, like, my plants loved it. My plants loved the 55. It was full of plants, but I couldn't do, and I love my hardscape, so.
It's the only reason I would ever get a 55 is for plant grow outs.
Yeah. Plants do well in it, for sure.
What in the world is this?
Oh my God.
Jeff King.
Jeff.
Wow.
That was very kind of you, sir. Thank you. That's very, very nice. We love that. You know how we feel about memberships.
All things nature. Share. Corn dog flop. Susan Moore Guppies. Alex Hugo. Jonathan. Lucky. Noel. Free ballin' dude. That dude hates underwear. Jack Betts.
I love that.
Mr. YBZ.
That's funny.
Still going. DM Aquatics.
Jeez.
Eyeball Pirate.
These are really good names.
Carla M. David Aquatics. Dave Jones. And Prodigal.
Ooh,
Aquarist.
the Prodigal Aquarist. That sounds very like
Matrixy.
It sounds very fancy. Yeah. Okay. Thanks, Jeff. That was really nice of you, dude. Thanks. All deep tanks, 29 gallon, awesome. 55 sucks more than all the tanks. 75 gallons starting into big boy tank territory and also awesome. 75 is probably my favorite size tank. It's a realistic size that like isn't getting too cumbersome and huge. Like, so for instance, a lot of people can't lift a 125, which is news to me because he and I can lift a 125 with just the two of us. So, and I never knew people, but apparently it's hard. But 75s are not hard at all.
Someone couldn't interact?
What?
Steven says, why couldn't you interact? Hopefully you weren't accidentally banned.
What? Did you get in trouble?
I don't think he's talking about our stream.
Oh, okay. I was like, no, he was talking just fine. I saw it.
There does seem to be some weird things going on. I'm a subscriber, but not a member.
That's weird. That's strange. I don't know. Weird.
Bob, real question. Would it hurt if it bit me? Only one way to find out.
It wouldn't hurt. I don't think it would. I have been bitten.
You would probably have like the knee-jerk reaction. Normally when I get bit by reptiles, now yours is obviously stronger and larger than most. But even when I was bit by my full-grown carpet python, I had the knee-jerk reaction, and then I just sat there and be like, oh, well, that's interesting. Especially because a snake, like, you can't peel a snake off you when it's latched.
That's my advice is don't jerk. And sometimes the jerky movements can make it worse. I understand that. I get it. And don't throw your animal. I've seen a lot of people.
See, you jerked.
I've seen a lot of people where they get bit and I actually saw this on a video with a tegu where they just fling it as hard as they can. I'm like, you're going to injure your animal.
Well, and that's going to rip your skin off as it flings
they have
off of you.
Teeth that go backwards and it doesn't come out easily. I would expect, here's my piece of advice for people wanting to keep substantial animals. And I mean animals that can do you damage and do you harm. Not that they'd want to, but that they can. Be prepared to be bit. Like, you should know. It's like being a cop. You get pepper sprayed in the face because you're trying to like understand this is what it feels like. So you know if it happens, this is what's gonna happen. That's the same thing with getting bit.
We have a really big deal in the chat right now.
What?
David Betancourt's Aquariums.
Hello, sir.
You probably don't even know this, is responsible for the fish fam.
Oh, really?
He came up with the term fish fam like TM. 8 or 9 years ago.
Wow.
David, I haven't probably seen you in 5-6 years. I hope you're doing well.
That's cool,
dude. It is crazy to see you in chat.
Way to bestow that upon everybody, huh?
That is bonkers to me. Like, talk about, I mean, he was coming to my live streams when I had like 100 subscribers.
Wow. Good for you, dude. That's nice to hear.
That's crazy. I hope you're doing well. I hope your time spent away was not in prison. That's what I just assume when people. Oh, they're in the clink. When people disappear, they're in prison.
It was the Dementors. Why is the 75 gallon your favorite? What's the size in inches? So it's 48 inches long. It's a 4-foot tank.
16 inches wide, 18 inches tall.
Thank you. And I think someone mentioned it prior. You're starting to get into big tank territory, but you're not quite there yet. So you can still keep a lot of really cool fish in there that are verging on like being large, like right on the brink, but you're not taking up an astronomical amount of space, and you don't need like multiple people. You and another person should be able to move that comfortably. Sometimes if you have the right equipment, you can move it by yourself, or if you're strong enough, you can move it by yourself. He can, I don't know how he does it, but
I moved to 240.
Yeah, okay, calm down. But like, so it's easy to move with 2 people. It fits nicely into spaces. It's just not too intrusive, I think, is why I really like it. But I think a lot of people would share my opinion there. 75 is popular.
It's gonna be awkward if it was prison. He said,
sorry, dude.
Just lifing, definitely not prison.
Good for you. Good for you. Way to stay out of prison.
Well, I know one OG that is in prison, so that's what makes it funny to me. one old timer from back in the day, 10 years ago.
That's rough.
I think he got a life sentence. We're pretty close to it. Not life, but it might as well.
Like his natural life, basically. Oof, that sucks. 75 is just the perfect tank hand. Yeah, I agree with that. It is perfect. It is perfect. The father of the fam. Yep. That's a good term. There you go. Definitely not prison.
Are you going to set up a hill stream and gobies on the setup in the future? Definitely hill streams.
Yeah, for sure.
I really want my bar cheek gobies again.
Oh, that's right.
But Dan hasn't got them in since I got them.
I have not seen bar cheek gobies for sale anywhere.
No.
That's one of those fish that they're not like crazy rare, but they don't come around often at all. So
you can absolutely drill a 75. I drilled a 75 and put in my own overflow.
I would recommend 2 75s over a 90. I would definitely take 2 75s over a 90.
What about 2 90s?
No.
I would take 2 90s.
90s are really deep usually. They're really usually more square.
No. I was wrong. So a 75 is 4 feet by 18 by 16. A 90 is 4 inches taller than a 75.
Oh, yeah. It's too tall for me.
Yeah, it would require a little bit more lighting. But if you want a little bit bigger fish...
It depends on the fish too. Yeah, so wouldn't you say that the fish tank they have at the wet spot in the office is a 90 with the Severums? It's probably a 90, right? Roughly.
That's a 120.
Is it? It's a very odd shape.
4 by 2 by 2?
No. It's different tank.
Chris says 8 foot 110s. Yes, I had one and I sold it to Danny. I'm so sad.
She got some good ones,
I wish I would have kept that one. Like two 55s on end. So it's 8 feet long. It's such an amazing tank. Like a 55 by itself sucks. But an 8 foot tank with the same dimensions, that's pretty awesome. And it was a peninsula tank, so it had a built-in overflow on one end of it, which was pretty cool. Actually, I used that for a sump for a little while for my 240.
Yeah, those tank sizes like that are so hard to come by.
David says, I only have one tank now. Nothing crazy. Short on time. Had to downsize.
What do you have?
Yep.
What's in it? What you keeping? What
It
size
happens.
is it? Yeah, that's okay, though. You still got fish. You're doing better than us, probably. We have one 8-gallon tank right now, so we are lacking. Father fish, jail? No.
I take a 180 over a 125.
It depends, I think, for me. But I like a 180. There's nothing wrong with a 180.
I think if I'm going to a 180, why not just go to the 220? Just make it an even.
I probably do agree with that.
Or
though.
the 240. I mean, at that point, it's not that much more.
You're already getting a big-ass tank, you know what I mean? So, koi, ropefish, nothing else, 150.
But it was hard to beat the 125s when they were like $300.
God.
You get them at PetSmart on the Black Friday deal.
$600 now, aren't they, for just the tank?
$4.99 at Petco.
Is it $500? It's ridiculous.
At least the Petco we left. We've only been to one Petco here or I've only been to one Petco.
Yeah, there's one right by our house, but there's a bigger one that has way more, like 3 miles away from us. So they actually used to get like tegus and other cool reptiles there because they are a tier, whatever that is. You remember they explained that to us? They used to get some of the cool stuff. So they were trying like desperately to get me to get this tegu, and I'm like, I already have a tegu. I don't need another tegu. I can't have multiple tegus right now. Yeah, 240s are great. I mean, but then you're getting into that, like, not everybody has room for a 240, you know? Like, that is that size is, and it's so heavy. When filled with water and hardscape and sand and all that, what would you say a 240 weighs? probably like.
Well, mine was acrylic, so I could not move a 240 glass by myself. That's for sure.
No, well, what I'm saying is filled too. It's got to be like almost 2,000 pounds. It's got to be.
Well, a 55 is like 600 pounds.
A 75, my 75 was like 800 pounds with a bunch of stuff in it.
There you go.
So there you have it. I bought a machining table from McMaster Carr that could hold like 4,000 pounds just because I wanted to load it up with rocks. And I did. Our biggest tank is a 3-foot long 40 breeder. Great tank. Not the tallest tank, but it's so easy to scape and offers a huge footprint for the aquascape, tiger barb, skirt tetra. See, length over height for me, for sure. Like for tanks, that's a very important thing, is to have swimming space for these fish.
Leo says, what lake tang fish breeding group would be good in a 75? Tropheus would be fun. And then you get the Tanganyikan goby, which
so cool.
Looks exactly like a Tropheus, except it's a goby and the mouth is obviously towards the bottom and not up there with the Tropheus. Gosh, I forget what they are. I forget the scientific name on the Tanganyikan gobies. But if you just Google it, you'll find them.
Now I have to look. Dennis, are you kidding me? A 125 from Petco for 500, and that was half off. So 500 was half off? Holy hell! Hold on a second. That is insanity. What are they thinking? What does the world come to? Why are these so expensive?
Like what you see and make it official. Like and subscribe. I got to keep my koi. Good luck. They're my good luck charms.
Oh, they're $1,000. It's on sale right now. 40% off for they're $1,000.
$600
for a freaking $600 on sale. $1,000 regularly for a 125 from Petco.
Google now tells me you can make 6 to 10 year loyalty badges for members. Get on that pronto.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I have to change. I'm changing all the loyalty badges so they actually make sense. But I don't know how to do that because I'm terrible at that stuff. So if you're offering to make badges, feel free.
I love my 90-gallon on a tall stand. It's like a big window. Yes, you need to step. Yeah, they're cool. I'm not arguing how cool they look. It's just maintenance on those is difficult. So I got a 75 stand for $225 at PetSmart on sale last year. That is a good deal with the stand too, because their stands are really expensive at PetSmart and Petco. Got my 125 for $100. Oh, shut up, South Bay. That's a really good deal. That is somebody who has a realistic view of what a used tank should be and just wants somebody to get a good deal. I appreciate that a lot. $100 for all that.
David, good to see you too, buddy. I hope all is doing well. Thanks for stopping by. It's always fun to
how cool to know that.
See people that were here 10 years ago with me.
And back again. Glad you didn't go to prison, sir. That's good.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. So he says. Freaking love my 6-foot 90-gallon. Yeah, that's a great size.
Chelsea seems so happy to be back in her hometown, especially with that fish store tour. You're not the first person that said that either.
I really, I always appreciated where I grew up and where I lived. I knew how geographically blessed I was just with the ease of getting to like everything. But being away gave me a new appreciation. I am very happy.
Says they are clearing out the Aqueons at Petco and prices are currently half off the regular price.
Nice.
$2 for Zen to use to make new member badges.
Funnel that over to her and get her working.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot of quiche, Zen. It's a good deal. Thanks, Nancy. Hi to everyone who said hi to me while I was still working. Oh, are you free now, Audra? Have you escaped? Are you like 8 to 5, like regular hours, Audra? Is that common for you? And Audra, when do you go to Depot? Because they always say you're there, and then I think we miss you every time. Because I feel like we've been there quite a bit recently. I love that they brought you up, though.
Well, now it doesn't help that we go when they're not open.
Oh, yeah. That's right. I forgot we're going to be. But we do sometimes stay later when they do open, but then we get the hell out because it gets busy so quickly there. There's people, last time we were there was like 4 people waiting outside like a half hour before they opened. Just
and that
sitting
was
there.
Tuesday.
Yeah. And they're just sitting waiting. And I was like, wow, that's so nice as a business owner to have that. Like, you love that kind of thing, right? I'd rather have people sitting in my parking lot waiting because they want to get in there that bad. I love that our kid loves to just suck on her empty bottle and like whack it on things and talk to herself. Whenever she's done eating, that's what she does for like 20 minutes after. It's really funny. Sometimes I work 10 hours a day, but yes, supposed to be 8 to 5. I feel you there. I used to work way longer than I was supposed to. So stupid. And I was a salaried employee. I love the way they try and play it off like, oh, salary is so great. I'm like, is it? Be a project manager in the construction industry. It's not great. It's not
Greg, from a lowly 55 gallon. I
Bless
had a
your
55
heart,
gallon
Gregory.
plexiglass tank once upon a time.
That's cool though. It's the 55, I will say, has some, like the plants. My plants did phenomenal in my 55. It was probably the most heavily planted tank I've ever had. It was crazy. Things just went crazy in that tank.
Crowder store is definitely not great for B-roll or just for filming in general.
No. People, like, I don't know. The employees are so nice there too, but I feel guilty even getting in their way when they're trying to do stuff. And I'm like, I'm sorry. And they're all so nice about it. But I still feel bad because, like, when people are actually trying to do stuff and all I'm trying to do is get video. Plus, I feel like the people that are shopping there, they give me really weird looks. Like, what is this annoying girl doing taking a video of every single tank in here?
How are the dogs doing with the change? Well, they're back there snoozing behind us right now. Mm-hmm. They're enjoying it. There's no rain, which means they're not tracking in mud.
They get to be outside a lot, and they really enjoy that.
Yeah, I never let them out in the rain because who likes a wet dog?
No.
So
And it was always wet, so it was kind of a problem.
Now, what I've been doing is just leaving the sliding glass door open, and they can just run in and out. But then we got a couple flies in here. Now it's really annoying.
Ugh, I'm so annoyed.
It's very
Braxton could live outside. I'm convinced that dog is meant for the outdoors. He just has...
He's dug 3 holes. 3 big holes in the dirt where his whole body fits in, and he just curls up in the holes and sleeps in the dirt.
He also gets in the ivy and like lays in it. He's such a weirdo. It's so funny.
I'll show you his ivy. He made his own spot in the ivy fence.
I said he looked like a hobo because he did. He was just like, you don't have to be out there, dude. You have a dog bed in here. You make it look like we force you to be outside.
Hey, someone put in an order at the wet spot.
Nice.
Thank you so much.
Garage Gills, I got a 135 at club auction for 60 after my wife told me no more tanks. When I left the meeting, she loves it now. Because you cannot turn down a 135 for $60. That's ridiculous. That'd be sacrilegious.
Let's see if I can.
You
may not be able to see him.
It's so funny. He's that little brown spot right in the middle of... It's so funny.
He doesn't want to focus on it.
I'd wait too. Aquarium Reptile Depot has such great prices. It's hard not to go early and buy. Yeah, they do have great prices. They're a lot of their tanks, because they have really high-end tanks, they do get up there in price, but it's because the tanks are high.
Yeah, they have a 60-gallon breeder that's like $600.
Yeah, but then have
it's like the ultra clear.
Yeah,
like.
But then they have all your basic like Aqueon tanks and stuff like that, and they also have their reptile tanks. Their Exoterras are dirt cheap. I'm talking like, I don't even know how they're making money on these things.
Cheaper than like trade shows.
They are way cheap. And believe it or not, at the trade shows, when I used to see them there, they'd be even cheaper, which I don't think they're going to be going to many more events, but, which I understand. It's just a nightmare. Who has a Queens? Oh, that's right. You have a Queensland. Oh, that's right.
Who?
South Bay.
Oh, yeah.
That makes me so happy. Because I just loved, no one ever had Queensland healers. No one even knew what they were. And now they're so popular. It just blows my mind.
No matter what I do. Oh.
Wow.
All I think about
Isn't he
is
cool
you.
Singing Nelly featuring Kelly Rowland?
You love Nelly. Shut up.
I do love Nelly. I don't know if I love
That's the only reason I even know the lyrics of that song is because you love Nelly.
That is not why. Get the hell out of here with that.
I keep my turtles in a 55 with 3 carnival goldfish. There you go.
Oh, you want them at the carnival, huh?
84 years ago.
I was going to say my favorite. The only game at the fairway I ever wanted to play was the goldfish game. And my dad would spend like $40 to finally get one 25-cent fish that inevitably died in 3 days. It was horrible. Absolutely horrible. It was animal abuse. I'm glad they stopped doing that. Super happy with my 75. I'm tempted to trade more of my smaller tanks. I always feel that way. That's why I said when we moved, I was like, I only want 75s. I want like 2 75s because I know we're not doing a whole lot here, but I don't want small tanks. Like I just want to do a couple really close, not full biotope because I know the real biotope people will get on me because it's not going to be like strict, but basically biotope tanks. 1 South American, 1 West African. That's always been my thing. My sister has a blue healer. They're just magical dogs. Ours was actually, his tail wasn't docked, and it looked, I remember seeing them with because our first Queensland's tail was docked, and then the second one we got, he had a full tail, and that tail used to whack the hell out of everything.
Oh, we made the 42 minutes, obviously, because here's these lapis tetras again.
Okay, yes, and maybe that's what it was. Lapis tetra? Was that what we were referencing? Perhaps that was it. Oh.
We just picked up a 75 for my oldest daughter's axolotls.
Those are glass blood fins. I'm looking for any red tail fish I can find.
Jelly beans?
Those are those jelly beans?
beans?
Oh, I'm sorry. They're not the glass blood fins. Yes, those are jelly beans. They're extraordinary.
They're extra
jelly
green
beans.
because of all the algae green water.
Yeah. We just picked up a 75 for my oldest daughter's axolotl. Good for you, Jody, for getting the appropriate size tank for an axolotl.
The more I put nanofish in larger tanks, the better I like them. I'm telling you, my 125 that was all nanofish was one of the funnest tanks.
When you can have big groups of fish that are schooling fish or shoaling fish in a large tank, you get such natural behavior from them, and I am a big fan of that. So, what, ma'am?
Almost.
10
more minutes.
Can you get that hair out of her face?
No.
Please.
It didn't bother me when I had hair.
Whenever anybody talks about hair, we can't even reference hair in this house. We can't even reference hair. None of us are allowed to enjoy hair. Yeah.
I'm very bitter. What, I want a mohawk like hers. It's never going to happen again.
She does have a mohawk. It's like her hair was so prevalent when she was a baby, and she kept like a strip of it down the middle.
Join as a channel member for exclusive benefits and to help support the channel. There you go. There's my ad.
Oh, mega nano tanks are fun. Bigger and bigger schools. Yeah. I told you, I've said this multiple times, everybody, that I feel like for shoaling and schooling fish, bare minimum should be purchase of 12. I don't feel like 6 is enough ever. I feel like 12 minimum, and you start to get that real behavior that a schooling or shoaling fish exhibits.
Again?
Maybe it's part of the video. It's got to be the video, obviously. My Queensland has her tail still, which is nice because they do look so much better with it. I agree. But she doesn't like people to touch her booty and tail. Really, not a fan. Ours was very...
All our dogs want
he was very...
butt scratches.
That's the thing, though. Healers are so... They love their people, but they're not... They're very, like, leery of outside people. Like, they're very... They, like... I don't know how to... They're not going to, like, hurt somebody, but they're apprehensive around new people. Most of them. I prefer 75 gallon, but since my wife is short, we had to get 60 breeders. Hey, 60 breeders are good too, though. That's another good tank. We didn't have 60 breeders at my Petco's here, so I never even really saw them until moving to Washington, and they were always at Petco. And I'm like, what are these? Why have I never had access to this? My standard poodle was like that. Aw, standard poodles are so big. I love it. Big dogs. I love long tails on healers. It's so much better for them. Plus, they're all not. I was going to say the AKC standard is to have a tail. I understand for an actual working dog, it is a safety hazard sometimes to have a tail because they get stepped on, they get stuck under cattle. But our dog was never working, so he was allowed to have his tail. But my dad had them growing up, and they lived on like farm-esque land. So
when is Chris Junkin joining the Tropical Fish Company? Right when all the work is done?
He's gonna show. Hey, roll in. Looks like it's all together here, huh?
What can I do to help?
Anything that I can do? Just kidding, buddy. I'm sure you've helped quite a bit. Yeah, how's that liner thing going? I heard you had the leakage, right? 3 of them leaked.
Don't ask her questions. She's leaving.
Oh my God. Okay, go, Jody.
Back to work on the aquaponics liner.
Go.
We'll
fly. What is that from? I forget. Oh,
Chris says I miss fresh chicken eggs. Me too.
I don't eat eggs, so I don't care. That's the great thing. Everybody's like, eggs, oh, they're so expensive. I'm like, I don't eat them, so who cares? For me, it doesn't matter at all.
Corn dog flop. My black molly has been at the bottom of the tank for 2 weeks now. It's been in a hospital tank with salt the whole time. Just finished treatment of general cure. Any ideas? Anything physically wrong with it that you can see?
Yeah, can you see anything? That's a tough one.
Also, how long have you had it?
That's another good question. Could just be aging out if it's old. I'm lucky mine's people friendly. Ours was too, but he just would like size people up. She just seeks everyone for pets or attention. He was very like, he wasn't super social, but he didn't dislike people. And then when my sister was young and her friends would come over and they'd yell and scream, like he would definitely run and nip at them. And I think some parents were kind of unhappy about that. We had to explain to them, like, no, he's not attacking them. He's trying to bring order to chaos. They do not like chaos. If there is chaos, they will squash it. That's what they're bred to do.
Corn Dog Flop says he looks okay. How? Oh my God, I had a question lined up for you and now I forget it.
Me?
No, for him. About his fish.
Oh, that happens.
Is it still eating?
Yeah, is it? How is it behaving? I guess is the overall question.
Besides just hanging out at the bottom.
Right. Got him from a guy. Bought a tank from recently. He was swimming around a lot for a couple weeks before the decline.
It might just be the different water parameters as well.
Could be. Is it bloated or anything? Like, is there's nothing physical that you can see? Hey, aquatic moose. Everybody start talking about reptiles right now. I will be in Iowa about 2 weeks after the clash. That's soon then, huh?
I don't even know when the clash is.
Do you guys? Well, someone just asked if we were going, so I'm assuming it's soon. Where do you have like a place already, Chris? Are you like lined up and ready to go? Moving there? I don't get the doodle craze.
I don't either.
Why doodle when you can poodle?
I don't get poodles either.
If I watch these like reels or stories and stuff on Instagram and Facebook where they go ask vet techs and veterinarians and people who work at vet clinics, name your most, like, not that you hate dogs, but what is the worst breed of dog you normally see? Every single person, it was either a doodle, any kind of doodle, or a French bulldog. They're like, these are dogs that just shouldn't exist, period. Like, health-wise, because they all have problems for the most part, and the behavior is just all over the place. But I don't know. I don't dislike any dogs. Like, I'm not like one of those people, but I would not keep I would not keep either of them in my household. That's for sure. Like, my sister and her husband have French bulldogs, but they're mixed with Boston Terriers and then pit bulls. And so it's like you're getting the best of a lot of different breeds of dog. They don't have the short snout. They don't have the inverted tail. They don't have all the problems that are inherent for like Frenchies. I remember when the Frenchie craze started and I was like, oh, great. Another dog no one should have for all its medical problems.
I've been feeding him every other day because it doesn't seem interested. I would say maybe she has been keeping fins closed and just sitting at the bottom, empty tank with plants and sand. I would probably stop with the salt now and give it a rest on the salt. And I would, if it was me at this point, if you've already treated it with meds, I would just make sure the water is clean and honestly just hope for the best. I know that's terrible advice. It doesn't really help.
But sometimes unfortunately, I think we have to like realize that sometimes there is nothing you can do and you just have to let nature take its course, which is unfortunate. But when you can feel good about yourself because you've tried, you know what I mean? Like, sometimes it's just not. I remember I had one of my threadfin acaras after a long time started to decline, and I did everything. And I as far as like, I did things for that fish that I can't even believe I did, trying to keep it alive. And I cried with it in my hands as it was dying, like, because I was like holding it in the tank. It was just terrible. But sometimes there's nothing you can do. Miniature poodles get the bad rap because they were bred with other small dogs to get them small. They're very different. Yeah, they're not that. Standard poodles are very different from little teeny toy poodles or whatever you call them.
Does Sadie show any interest in the critters? She loves watching fish tanks. She loves trying to pet the dogs.
She tries so hard.
Although the dogs don't realize that she's trying to pet them, so they just kind of...
Well, plus she smacks Arlo all the time. And Arlo is a very sensitive Sally. I feel like he thinks he's in trouble or something because she doesn't know how to, like, pet. She just knows how to whack. So, but she's always reaching out for them whenever they walk by. Which people are more considerate of dog breeds or health and longevity? To be honest, it's not a fashion statement. No. And I don't think people do consider a lot of those things about certain breeds. It's annoying. Just listened to the Tank Talk podcast released today, and it gave me good perspective, so I appreciate yours as well. It's nice to get multiple pieces of advice from people, especially when you're treating sick fish. I'm kind of
anti-meds these days, to be honest. I mean, I keep them as like a backup just in case, but I find that salt and just clean water fixes a lot of issues.
Yeah, I agree. Oh, thanks, Edward. Make a good vet. Sometimes you can do everything and the dog still. Yeah, it's no. I maybe because I've experienced things like that a lot. You can do everything. I think I've mentioned this before, but I'm mentioning it again because it makes me feel good. My cat, who was 17 years old, was dying of. His kidneys were failing, and I was giving him IVs every single day. I was I was doing things that broke my heart because he didn't like, but I just did everything I could. And the owner of my vet practice was the last person to meet with me, and she had to look me in the eye. And it was that time when she had to go like, you've done everything. And after he passed away, she wrote me this, like, it wasn't just a standard card that said, we're so sorry for your loss. She filled this card up and was like, you have went above and beyond for this animal. And sometimes there's just nothing you can do. And I appreciated it. It meant a lot to me, a lot. Because I do try to do everything I can. I have a couple of houses we are looking at this week, but I have an efficiency lined up. I hope that you find something good. Believe me,
Somebody said Jody probably has a barn he can stay in.
We are proponents of moving places with no home, clearly. We did it, and it worked out for us, luckily. Sometimes it's much easier to be there and do it than it is to do it from states away.
Benjamin says, haven't watched a fish stream in a while. First time to see this channel. YouTube suggested video. Hey, we're on suggested. Well, thanks for the likes, folks.
Thanks, bud.
That's what likes can do for you and us,
for
apparently.
Sure.
Love Corydoras. Yeah, we do too. We've got quite a few videos of Corydoras on our channel. We just released one today, as a matter of fact.
Yes. I have a dorky dachshund Yorkie. She was my mother's. When she passed, we inherited. Aw. I'm glad you guys took her. Yep, subdermal fluids every single day, multiple times a day, amongst many other things, just to try and get him comfortable. And when he was no longer comfortable is when the decision had to be made. He was 17 years old. He lived a great life. It still was not okay with me. He is the best cat I've ever had. There will never be another cat like him. I already know. He was amazing. That's why I did all that. I was like, any extra second where I could have time with him.
Regina says, Chris Junkin, I'm so glad you took your mom's dog. So many people just dumped their parents' dogs. Yeah, that was a big one when I volunteered at the shelter.
That breaks my heart.
Yeah.
Breaks my heart. Sadie seemed to have a grudge against the decorative screw on the table. Yeah, she sees things like that, and she'll pick at it for a second, and then she whacks it. And I'm like, oh, all right. Okay. Can't see who gifted me a membership. It was Jeff. Noel. It was Jeff Kane. Empire of Dirt, Jeff Kane. That is correct.
Still up on the chat up there, as a matter of fact.
He gave a lot of people memberships. My goodness.
20.
Very, very nice of him.
That's a good bump. We needed it.
Exactly how I lost my heart cat. Yep, that was that. I understood. I'd heard people say, like, my heart animal, and I always thought it was just some stupid saying, to be honest, until I thought about it. And I was like, yeah, that was my cat. He was, I've never experienced an animal like that in my life. He was just very special. And I know with cats, the kidneys are frequently what goes. And yeah, it's very sad.
Chris says, Jody and Sean have toured an endless amount of houses for me. 3 offers have fallen through for various reasons. Who knew buying a house in Iowa would be difficult?
Buying a house anywhere nowadays, it's just tough. I feel for anybody. And I know we're going to be in that process in the somewhat near future, and I don't look forward to it. I have multiple friends that are real estate agents, and I'm hoping will help, but...
Bob, will you continue shelter volunteering out that way? Maybe in time, but there's just way too many things to do and get done right now. Yeah. Like, I feel like we're still a pretty... Look at these Corys, are so awesome.
Yeah, they're beautiful.
I feel like we're pretty far away still from being, like, settled, or what I would consider settled. There's still so much to do.
I fought long and hard for a dog a couple years before I got my Queensland. Not prone to a lot. No, they're not prone to a lot of health issues.
Are there any because I'll only volunteer at a no-kill shelter, and are there any of those out here?
Yes, we have multiple.
Okay.
We have a lot of rescues that are no-kill that you would probably be better suited for.
I would rather, I don't know. I would rather volunteer at a place that had more than just dogs, to be honest. Like...
Our shelters
like an exotic rescue, exotic animal rescue would be fun.
Yeah, there are places around
or even
here.
like a zoo. I don't know.
Our zoo's depressing. I hate it. The real zoo. I'm sorry, Alec. Whenever I just know it's so hard. Yeah, when they stop eating, that's what he was no longer. He couldn't go to the bathroom. He couldn't do anything. 22 years old. Oh my God, Audra, that's so old. That's no, you're never the same. It's just not the same. Cats are like, I love cats. I know a lot of people don't like cats. I love most animals, all animals. I really loved cats, like a lot. And it's just, we had one that lived to be almost 23 years old when my cat I had growing up. She needs to sit up. It's because she's fallen down, so she's getting frustrated. I'm not sure how I didn't think of this before, but is Jeff's name in reference to the Tool song Her? It might be. Because that's a Johnny Cash, too. Empire of Dirt. My Empire of Dirt.
Well, folks, it is that time to call it. We've actually gone over an hour and a half, which is nice. We are doing to the 20-ish new members we got. We are doing a member stream in about 10 minutes.
I'm sorry, Chris.
Give or take a couple minutes.
Hopefully this one pipes down, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Pipe down, Chachi. She's getting real ornery.
So thank you, Dennis, Curtis, Matt, Nancy, and Gregory. We appreciate it. And everyone else who's liking and sharing and thumbs upping and commenting and lurking. You all are very important, too. And also the people that watch after the stream is uploaded.
5 more minutes? You know how that goes. Usually if somebody throws memberships or a super chat and then we go longer, not to be. But
well, we don't really have 5 more minutes.
Yeah, what time is it?
But
oh, it's 5:40.
Because we went a little long.
Yeah, we did.
So.
Whoops.
We're
Sorry, bruh.
We're trying to keep a schedule and actually
adhere to it.
Yeah. So, trying
easier said than done.
Trying to do this for real. So.
Yeah. Who knew?
Whatever.
Bye, guys.
But anyways, some of you will see in a couple minutes. Some of you will see later this week.
Benjamin, you see Zen in every stream. She lives in all streams. She's an amazing force, Zen.
Yeah, you've definitely seen Zen before.
Yes, for sure. She's famous. Oh, that's nice, Garage Gills.
Mm-hmm.
That's really nice.
Zen Ginger is famous.
Yes.
But all right, folks.
Later,
have a good one. Thank you. We appreciate you. And we'll hopefully see you again.
Goodbye.
Go buy fish.
Good day.
Go buy fish.
We'll see
Use our discount
soon.
codes.
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah.
Bye.